Hello, hello, hello to all of my amazing Taurians. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. Happy Monday to all of my wonderful Taurians. Yes, that's you, and you, gods and goddesses. Taurus, let's get into your reading. We are 8.9 days away from the next new moon. I know you all are really excited. Some of you all are like, what? Next new moon, what? But yes, we are 8.9 days away from the next new moon, and I am pretty excited for you because I know that a lot of you all have been sitting down and like, okay, well, there's some things that there's some things about myself I want to tweak. I love X, Y, and Z about myself, but I want to tweak a couple of things so I can really start living my best life, right? So I see it, I hear it, I pick it up in the universe and everything. So let's go. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my amazing Taurians as it relates to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where they need to take action. What information do we have for my logical, generous, and trustworthy, determined, stable, responsible, devoted, practical, reliable, patient, organized, kind, understanding, determined bulls? That's you. That's you, Taurus. That is you, gods and goddesses. Let's go. You all have been guides to a lot of people through your nurturing. You all are very nurturing signs. Divine feminine energy, you're very nurturing. And you've been guides, Guides, to a lot of people. So now it's time to focus that attention on you, right? Let's pull out these cards and see what they have to say. Let's see what they have to say. Let's see what these cards have to say to you today. What messages are coming through for my amazing Taurians? Yes, you are on fire. Ooh, legacy wealth. That's nice. All of this is nice, actually. All of it is nice. Okay, so look. You know how first of all, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're not new to my channel, Taurus, you always know how I talk about how like your signs will come through your skin, through your body, because you all are earth signs, you're grounded. And so that's how God gets messages through to you all, your bodies, right? So you all are going to really start listening to your intuition and really being able to see, because you're okay, let me pull all the cards out first. Here we have the Seven of Swords. I had to make sure it was going to focus. The camera was going to focus. We have we have the Lover's card, which is attached to Gemini. We also have the Magician card, which is attached to Mercury, which is Gemini and Virgo's ruling planet. So we're going to put these two together, these, because the common piece is Gemini. We also have the Ten of Pentacles. We also have the Page of Wands. Some of you all have encountered some real slicksters. Like they really have a way with their words. They're very manipulative with their words, and that's what you're starting to pay attention to. You have the Page of Wands, and you also have the Ace of Wands, right? So let's look at this. Your intuition, your third eye is on fire right now, right? Some of you all have overstayed your time and people's energy, and they've been able to manipulate you for years, right? That's what's coming to me. They've been able to manipulate you with their words for years. Their energy is very this. They're great with their words, actually. They have been able to give you their time and attention. Like whatever it is seemed like it was missing in you, Taurus, they've been able to give you that, or so it seemed, right? But they're very superficial. They're a backstabber. They have real lack of direction. We're not talking about they could have multiple degrees, but they just have a lack of direction when it comes to life. They make very poor decisions. They're anxious about everything. Like something in their spirit doesn't sit right because they are choosing that in themselves. They're choosing their lowest vibration, right? And so after years, because remember, you all are kind of slow to move on things. You're that bull energy, like until something like this really just, but they're dangerous. Their energy is very, very dangerous, right? Looks like they've been trying to manipulate you for years. And when the manipulation tactics don't work, they go even lower and lower and lower and lower and lower, right? But see, what they weren't counting on is for you to really tap into that spiritual, your spiritual gifts, right? Your third eye being wide open, right? Your brow chakra being wide open. So now instead of you giving them, because you're a giver, you're a receiver. Instead of you been receiving all of their lies and their games and their secrets and the manipulative energy and I'm seeing in the spirit realm where somebody was like, what is it called? It's like somebody was blackmailing you. Like their energy was very blackmailing. Like, I'll tell people your secrets, or I'll tell people what I know about you if you don't do X, Y, and Z. That's kind of what I'm getting in the spirit. Like they just have very dark energy, right? But now that your third eye is wide open and you see them for who they really are, like they have been fully exposed. This is not like, well, I was thinking this about them and I wasn't really sure. Like you've been around them long enough to know that they have been fully exposed. You're taking this sword. You're taking this sword and this fire, because this is fire side and this is the air side. You're taking the sword and you're cutting them off and you're burning that relationship to a crisp. So some of you all had burning bowl ceremonies where you wrote their name down or names and just burned it. It's like never to be seen again. Some of you all have completely cut them off. Like they don't have any access to you at all. There's not a crack in the window of your spiritual house. There's not a crack in the door in your spiritual house. They are just no longer welcome in your space at all. And it's not because you're angry or frustrated with them, because staying in a relationship with them in any capacity, whether it's friends, family, whomever, in any capacity actually frustrated you. And at first you didn't know what it was, but now you know exactly what it is in them. And you're like, I'm done. I am completely done for life. I am done. For some of you all, it's a person that you were in a relationship with. You felt like that was your twin flame. But the messages are coming through so clear. Like it's undeniable. It's now I see this person for who they really are. Like I try to see the good in them, and I can see the good in them, but the bad so outweighs the good in them. But it's because they chose, like in, okay, let me see if I can really break this down. Okay. It's been such a vicious cycle with them for so long that, and they are so great with their choice of words, their wordsmith, right? So, and they're very smart. They know how to tap into what you perceived as a weakness in you, right? So let's say, for instance, you had not the greatest relationship with your family. They made sure that they positioned themselves to be everything you need in a family, right? Anything that is seemed, and I use the word seemed operatively, anything that is seemed like you were weak in any area, any lack in your life, they seem to fill that void, right? But the more and more you nurtured it, it was like at some point, it was like you didn't even understand why you were starting to feel worse. Like some days on a superficial level, you may have felt better with them, but you were actually getting worse and worse and worse because they were contaminating you slowly but surely. What they weren't counting on is for you to ask God to show you, to expose everything and every person around you. That's what they weren't counting on. To some degree, they thought that they were more powerful than God. They may not have ever said it out of their mouth, right? But they felt like they had that much power over you. Like, let's say, for instance, they had power over your friendships. They had power over all your relationships. Even if y'all broke up for a minute and then you got with somebody else, they felt like they had power over that. Oh yeah, I can, anytime Taurus gets into a relationship with another person, I can break that relationship up just because of what I know about them. And they're afraid that I may expose it, right? So you're at a point right now, like you say, you expose anything you want to. I don't care. I don't care what you try to expose in me. And that right there, that breakthrough for you gave you this right here, right? Because when you ask God, you say, God, expose everything and everybody around me, right? Like I need more than one. I need more than two hands. Look, expose everybody and everything around me. That full moon energy, because you have many full moons with this person, right? more and more was being exposed, but this time it was something different. Like it was something different. Like you just got tired of them, right? You just got tired of them. It could have been a friendship, it could have been a romantic relationship or whatever. But I'm seeing right here is twin flame energy, at least what you thought it was, twin flame energy. People around you just being exposed like crazy, like crazy. And guess what God is replacing it with because you were obedient? Legacy wealth, right? More energy, right? Like this childlike exuberance. Like you just feel like, a huge weight has been lifted. Why? Because you start listening to the fire in you, right? Some of you all were physically getting hot, like almost like a person who wants to break out in a sweat. And I'm talking to even the men too, even though men don't go through menopause. But again, it was almost like you had this hot flashes. Even thinking about them being in the it just wasn't good. It just wasn't good at all. So anyway, moving forward, the number 89, we are 8.9 days away from the new intentions that you're going to set, which is great, Taurus. I love it, love it, love it. So 89 is aligned with infinite resources, and it's comfortable being in the spotlight. 89 also means that you enjoy international travel and the accolades that come with leadership. It also means that your confidence is merged with wisdom and love, which imbues you with the air of royalty, which is very nice. I love the number 89 because it's a person who is like, I'm just confident in who I am. Like I don't need other people to tell me who I am and who I'm not. I know who I am. I know that I am loyal. I know that I am stable. I know that I'm responsible. I know that I'm a very logical thinking person. I know that I'm generous and trustworthy. Again, you love yourselves, right? Because you know who you are. And so you know that love is patient, love is kind, love is not self-seeking. And so these are all the things that you're focusing on loving about yourselves. So, exposing people, allowing God to expose people, because you don't need to expose anybody. Everything is exposed. All you have to do is just sit back and watch. Everything is exposed. So allowing God to expose people, exposing all sides of them, because God will expose the good as well as the bad in people. And just deciding, okay, I've seen enough. And that's where a lot of you all are. It's like, I've seen enough. I've been ruminating over this for quite some time. I've seen enough. Like, there's nothing you can hang over my head. There's nothing you can blackmail me with. There's nothing you can do, like, except be gone. That's all. That's all you can do is be gone. But hey, you sit there and keep trying to manipulate me while I leave. Let me leave. I'll just leave the situation. So you don't even have to worry about it. So I will leave, right? So this is how you get your power back. You let the moon expose them, and you see it for the last time. You're like, that's it, I'm done. And so for a lot of you all, I'm seeing 4 wands, right? What I'm seeing is that you are, again, on fire. 4 wands, if you feel more grounded. You feel more stable. Some of you all will be either buying a new house, selling a new house, moving into your new home, whether it's a new apartment or whatever the case may be. But I see you like hitting a reset button and saying, hey, listen, I'm getting rid of all manipulative liars. I'm not nurturing that kind of energy anymore in anybody, right? And so again, you're still on fire. You're expecting greater because now you see it. Okay, now that those friends or that person is gone, that person that I once considered as a friend that I thought was my twin flame, now that they're gone out of my life, or now that I left their life, I'm expecting greater to come across my path, right? People get so stuck on twin flame and soulmate and all that other stuff that you can't see beyond. Sometimes that people sometimes grow at a different rate, right? And so sometimes people are in your life for a season. Yeah. But I do see your intuition becoming a lot more heightened because you don't have that energy or that manipulative energy around you anymore. Like this high priestess is attached to the moon, right? So moon governs our mood, feelings, emotional habits, our emotions. That's a mood, emotions, feelings, subconscious habits. So yeah, so your gifts have, a lot of you all are very, very spiritually gifted, but your gifts have increased, they've heightened because you are really starting to listen to God in you, and you're taking the time to move a lot sooner and not nurturing that kind of energy anymore. But a lot of you all have been spiritually gifted since kids, since you were a child. These are the same people, by the way, this man and this little boy, the same people and the same dogs, same Same, right? So now you're starting to recognize, even when you were a kid, how spiritually gifted you were, and you're no longer going to allow people to manipulate you and play games and lie and all this other stuff before you just make a bold move to just say, you say right there, keep manipulating people, but I'm going to make the bold move to move on with my life. Nice. Very, very nice. Like I said, you're headed towards legacy wealth, but you are tweaking a couple of things. Again, you're loving yourself deeper and harder. I love this. I love this. Yeah. Don't get caught. Remember, you're your first twin flame and you're your first soulmate. Right, it's you. Your energy being balanced out. When people think about soulmate and twin flames, they're thinking about people who complete them. Like, it feels like a person who completes them. Somebody just gets me. How about just getting yourself, right? When you are fully balanced out, you'll be able to spot every kind of energy coming your way long before it enters your space. You'll be able to spot it online. You'll be able to spot it in a text message, in an email. You'll be able to spot it in person. Yes. Get used to that feeling. What is your body telling you? Look, that's why I like to shuffle the cards in front of you. Ground yourselves. I'm telling you, for earth signs, y'all need to stay outside. I mean, really. Because that grounding is powerful. Not just outside, because you're grounding when you're in a building too, right? Because that building is grounded in the earth. But again, I need you all to really, really start trusting your highest selves and start moving quicker out of relationships where you realize love is no longer being served. This is not love when a person is manipulating you and playing games and gaslighting and the whole 9 yards. Whether it's on a job, whether it's, a romantic relationship or platonic relationship. But again, for this right here, somebody was in a relationship with a person they felt like was their twin flame, but them clear messages came through and torched that whole thing and just said, no, you need to take that sword, cut that relationship out, take that blowtorch, singe that relationship and move forward. And so what's being replaced is legacy wealth, your home, renewed energy. I mean, so many benefits to getting certain people out of your life. I mean, it was almost like, oh my God, if I had known sooner that if I removed this person from my space, look at all the things that's coming my way. You probably would have severed ties a long time ago. But you had to go through this journey as a bull, as a Taurus, to slowly see the unraveling of some things. But hey, congratulations to you in your house, whether you move into a new apartment, a new home or whatever, or you start up a business, a storefront business or whatever. Congratulations to you, Taurus. That's what I have for you. Have a great one. Bye.